Hello everyone, on today's how-to, we're going to be doing the springs on a 2010 Subaru Legacy. First thing you got to do is take some of the clips off towards the front to get to the carpet under here. And then you'll have two bolts right there and there on each side that holds your shocks and springs in. In order to get the rear springs out, take out your in-link bolt here, and then take off this bolt, and then take off the bolt that actually goes to the spring, and then you'll be able to lower this whole sub piece down, and then you'll be able to take off the top two bolts from inside the trunk, and then this whole piece will drop down and you'll be able to pull it out. Alright, so now you got all the bolts out, so you can see this is free and clear. So once you take the top two off, this will slide right out. One good thing to do to make sure everything lines up when you're done is right there, there's a hole that lines up where, you know, the bottom of it goes into the frame. So make sure you mark that and then mark it on the one that goes up into the car. Just relatively straight. So when you put everything back together, it slides in easier. Alright, so once you got that, take your spring compressors, put those on, and then once you got tension off, you have a 14mm bolt and an Allen key, which I'm not really sure the size of. Then stick the Allen key, and then you'll be able to take this bolt off and be able to take the top off, and then the spring will come out. So for your new spring, just get enough compression on it so you can put the top piece back on, and then just tighten that back all the way down. Alright, so in order to do this, just put the top back in, get the bolts in, and then you can just kind of move this as you need it to slide all the bolts in and tighten everything up, and you're done for the back. Okay, so now we're on to the front spring. So in order to do this, there's a little dust cover you can take off just to get access to that for now. But you got your ABS line, then your brake line, so go ahead and get those out of the way. And you basically just have two main bolts right there, and then the three bolts on top. Alright, so here are the two bolts that we just took out, and you just actually pull this back. Some wiggle room, and she'll come out. Just be careful not to drop the hub actually out. Alright, so same basic principle with your front ones, where you gotta have a different size Allen key and a 17 socket on there, and then compress your springs, and then this will come off, and then go from there.